All right, so the C.S. Lewis book, The Great Divorce, is this guy and his wife. His wife died, and he feel like he left her, or she left him, I should say, with nothing. He's like, why did you leave me? So he's very, very bitter. He's very, very bitter by this. He's like, you left me. And it looks like he dies. He gets on the bus, and he goes to heaven, and he gets to see his wife. And his wife comes just in a glorious, just white, flowing dress, birds, I think even little children, just happy and glorious. Just a glorious, just full of love and harmony and happiness. But this guy's got like a monkey on his back carrying a big ball, like a ball and chain. And the guy says, honey, why did you leave me? And she goes, put it all behind you. It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter anymore. Just let it go. It doesn't matter. And the guy's like, but honey, you left me. And she's like, just, you gotta follow me. Follow me. Well, Jim, whatever his name is. Follow me. All that is in the past. It means nothing. The glory of heaven is so overwhelming. Don't worry about it. And what happens, he slowly starts being convinced on her, and the monkey is on his back starts to shrink, and the ball starts to shrink, and he starts being convinced, like, okay, yeah. And he goes, but then he gets his doubt. He goes, but you left me. And then the ball starts to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. The ball and chain, the monkey on his back. He can't put things behind him. He can't forgive her for, it doesn't, I don't even recall why she died, but he's so upset that she had left him. And she's like, look, you have a choice. Follow me into eternity of love and happiness, or allow that monkey on your back to basically take you over, to grow, the ball to absorb you, essentially. And it's such a wonderful theoretical, is that what I'm looking at? To think about that. Like, here's this guy. So he sees it with his very eyes, the glory of God's heaven, that you have unending happiness and love and joy. But he's so bitter, that even though he slowly starts to creep towards his wife, and the monkey starts shrinking and the ball starts shrinking and shrinking, he thinks he's just going to get over the finish line, but then he gets that doubt, the what if, but you left me. I had to fend for myself. And again, it doesn't say why she left, but she had cancer, I don't know. But he's just so bitter. Man, what a great metaphor. That's the word I was looking for. What a great metaphor. C.S. Lewis, man. What a great metaphor. I tell you, and that's what I contend with. The feeling of inadequacy, the feeling of the imposter syndrome, the feeling of those guys got it better than me, the jealousy. You see what I'm saying? That, and the thing is, that does you no good. It does you no good. That doesn't mean it's easy to get over, but it does you no good. You're literally allowing yourself to be brought down in your emotional state by looking at others and saying, they got it better than me. That's not fair. They got better than me. I want them to have less. And that's the thing I find that's kind of scary. I want them to have less. Well, shouldn't you want to advocate for yourself to have more? And a lot of times, jealous, bitter people, they don't care about having more. They just don't want other people to be happy. I think there's a joke we call it now for liberals. We say, liberalism, the idea that someone anywhere in the world is laughing. We used to say that about, I guess, Catholics or Protestants or whatever it was, about religion. I think it's old way they used to say about Protestants being like Protestants or Puritans or something like that. But nowadays for liberals, because we find that many liberals have lost their sense of humor, which is too bad, because in the 60s and 70s, it's incredibly funny. And George Carlin, even Bill Maher, for heaven's sake. But now it's like liberalism, the idea that anyone in the world is having fun or is laughing or something like that. It's such a great meme. I love it. Anyway, life's too short, my friends. Too short to be bitter. Trust me, man. I fight it every day. Every single day do I fight bitterness, frustration, fear, anger, and hatred. There's no other way around it. I just do. And it's not good. And the nice thing about having this platform here on YouTube is it allows me to to at least be the person I want to be, if I'm not always that person. I mean, this allows me to have this facade of a guy who seems like he's, you know, in charge and knows what he's doing and has it all figured out, I guess. I don't know that to be true, but at least to some degree, it allows me to come across like that, and I don't. I know financial planning better than most, and I don't have that imposter syndrome anymore to deny that, simply because I know I do. And the reason for that is because I've been doing it for so long, I studied for so long, you've talked to so many people for so long, you get to know that, yeah, you're better at this than most people. And I don't mean to sound arrogant, it's just the way it is. Now, if you would have told me that 10 years ago, I said no, because, you know, I took it upon myself. I got to learn, I got to up my game if I can consider myself to be one of the best. And up your gaming, I had to get the master's degree. I already had the CFP, and just had to read. And once you take it upon yourself to start reading and educating, it never stops. The learning never stops, which is great. But anyway, that's me in a nutshell. It's great to be alive. I appreciate you all being here. Going through Atlanta. I can never get around Atlanta traffic, man. Gave myself an hour to get down to the airport, and we're going on 45 minutes, and I'm still a ways away. My aunt coming in from, speaking of which, yeah, when I say I had it bad, I think about people like my aunt. Think about people like my wife's dad. Yeah, and then I kind of chuckle at the idea of white privilege. I certainly chuckle at the idea of that I had it worse than other people. Man, I had it good, because 99% of the world would kill to be where we are today in the United States. And if you don't think that's true, then go switch out with somebody in India or Pakistan or Guatemala. I invite you to. Bring them on, man. That's what I say. Open the gates for the Venezuelans. Bring them on. Love to have them here. All right. Thanks for being a subscriber. Here's to many more videos to come. And man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here and being engaged. I love it, and it's because of you I continue to do this without question. If y'all weren't here, I wouldn't do it, because no one to listen. If no one listens, at some point say, yeah, I don't think I'm getting over. And after a year and 1,000 videos, you get a pretty good gauge if people are not going to listen or not. So the fact that I have 15,000 subscribers and almost 2 million views after a year is humbling. We'll see ya.